Have you ever looked at your pet and wondered what's really going on in their head? The way your dog tilts its head when you talk, or your cat flicks its tail when you walk by, these little movements aren't random. They're part of a secret language that your pet uses every day to communicate with you. The truth is, our pets are constantly talking to us, just not with words. And if you learn how to read those signs, you'll understand their emotions, their needs, and even their love in a whole new way. Let's start with dogs, because their expressions are some of the most readable once you know what to look for. When your dog wags its tail, most people assume it means happiness, but that's only partly true. A slow, sweeping tail wag often means your dog is calm and friendly, while a stiff, high-speed wag can signal nervous excitement or tension. If the tail is tucked between the legs, that's a clear sign of fear or submission. The key is to look at the entire body. A relaxed stance with a gently wagging tail is a good sign, but if the body is stiff, ears pinned back, or eyes darting around, your dog might be anxious or on alert, even if the tail is wagging. Then there's that adorable head tilt, the one that melts every pet owner's heart. Believe it or not, when dogs tilt their heads, it's often their way of focusing on you. They're trying to understand the tone of your voice, or locate the direction of a sound. It's a sign of curiosity and engagement, showing they're really paying attention. Some studies even suggest that dogs who tilt their heads more frequently may be better at recognizing words they have been trained to associate with objects like ball, walk, or treat. So the next time your dog tilts its head, know that it's not just cute, it's communication. Now, cats, their body language is much subtler, but just as expressive. A cat's tail, for example, is like a mood barometer. When it's held upright with a little curve at the tip, that means your cat is confident and happy to see you. A puffed-up tail means fear or agitation, while a tail swishing back and forth can mean irritation or excitement, depending on the situation. Their eyes also tell a story. When a cat gives you a slow blink, it's like their version of saying, "I trust you." Many behaviorists call it a kitty kiss. Try blinking slowly back at them. You might be surprised to see them return it. Ears and whiskers can also reveal what your cat is feeling. Forward-facing ears mean curiosity or playfulness, while flattened ears signal stress or anger. When their whiskers push forward, it often means they're focused or hunting. When pulled back, they're unsure or nervous. Cats might not be as outwardly expressive as dogs, but every tiny movement carries meaning. They communicate through subtle signals that show when they're comfortable, cautious, or craving attention. For both cats and dogs, eye contact is a powerful form of communication. In dog language, direct eye contact can be seen as a challenge, but gentle, soft eye contact from you reassures them that you're calm and trustworthy. Cats, on the other hand, often interpret prolonged staring as threatening, especially from strangers. It's why the cat in a room usually walks toward the person who's not paying attention. That person feels less intimidating. Understanding that helps explain so many of those mystery cat moments. Learning to read your pet's body language isn't just about curiosity, it's about connection. When you start noticing these patterns, you realize your pet has been talking to you all along. They show affection, trust, and emotion with every wag, blink, or twitch. You just have to know how to listen. As you begin to recognize your pet's body language, you'll also start to see how closely their emotions mirror your own. Dogs and cats, in particular, are experts at reading human energy often better than we read theirs. They can sense when you're stressed, sad, or happy, and their bodies react to that emotion in real time. That is why your dog might lower its head or quietly rest beside you when you're upset, or why your cat curls up on your lap when you're tired. They're responding to your emotional cues, showing empathy through presence and posture. But body language doesn't just express comfort and happiness, it also reveals stress, fear, and uncertainty. Understanding those signs can prevent problems and deepen your bond. For example, if your dog yawns frequently outside of nap time, it's not always because they're sleepy. Yawning, along with lip licking or turning the head away, can actually be a calming signal your dog as he sway of trying to diffuse tension or show they be feeling uneasy. Similarly, a dog that avoids eye contact, keeps its tail low, or shows the whites of its eyes, known as whale eye, is asking for space or reassurance. Recognizing these moments early helps you respond gently before anxiety turns into reactive behavior. Cats show stress differently. A cat that flattens its ears, flicks its tail rapidly, or crouches low with dilated pupils is in defensive mode. They're telling you, "I'm scared," or "back off for now." Respecting that space is crucial for trust. When cats feel heard, when you don't force interaction, they learn that they can communicate safely with you. Over time, that builds confidence and makes them more affectionate and secure. What's truly fascinating is that pets also use body language to teach us what works. If your dog jumps up and you respond with excitement or attention, that behavior gets reinforced. If your cat meows and you instantly feed it, that sequence becomes a routine communication. They learn how to get our attention and how to influence us, just as we try to train them. This ongoing feedback loop is how human-animal communication evolves, not through words, but through consistent reactions. One powerful way to strengthen this silent bond is through mirroring. Dogs, for instance, naturally mirror the posture and tone of their humans. When you speak calmly, move slowly, and maintain relaxed body language, your dog will reflect that energy. Try sitting on the floor at their level during playtime or using softer eye contact during training. It signals trust and cooperation. For cats, mirroring works too, but in a subtler way. Slow, blinking when they blink, or sitting near them without making direct eye contact helps them feel safe and connected. Body language also changes with age and environment. A puppy's bouncy, exaggerated gestures evolve into calmer expressions as they mature. Senior pets might move slower or hold their ears differently due to joint stiffness or hearing changes. Similarly, rescue animals might show mixed signals, wagging while trembling, or purring while hiding, because their emotions are layered with past experiences. Learning their unique dialect takes patience, but once you do, the trust that follows is unbreakable. At the heart of it, decoding your pet's body language isn't about control, it's about understanding. When you respond to what your pet is truly saying, you reduce confusion, prevent stress, and create a relationship built on empathy. It turns everyday moments like walks, play, or quiet evenings into conversations. And that is the beauty of it. Your pet doesn't need words to tell you how they feel. Their bodies, eyes, and movements are full of meaning, messages of love, comfort, curiosity, and trust that they share with you every single day. So, the next time your dog leans against you, or your cat blinks slowly from across the room, take a moment to notice. They're not just existing in your space, they are speaking to you in their own quiet, beautiful language. The more you listen, the more you'll realize. Your pet's been saying, "I love you" all along.